Hey everyone, thank you for watching my video on how to set up TweetAttacksPro. If you are like me and you tried this right off the bat, you're probably here because you're trying to figure out how exactly you do this because you've made one or two mistakes and there is very little documentation. So I've set this up to help people like you and me. If you are thinking about the software and you don't know much about it, consider this a really short and fast tutorial to help you get through the most difficult part, I think, of setting up and using the software. Actually, it's a shame it's so difficult, but I think it stems from the idea or the possibility that the creators might not use English as their first language. And in the same way as if we were making a piece of hardware, or software rather, for the Russian market or for Spanish-speaking people or Italians, it might be difficult for us to get the right syntax down when writing out the instructions. So, no fault to the developers. The software is absolutely excellent. It's just that it's a bit hard to set up, I think. So anyway, TweetAttacksPro, if you don't know, it is a fantastic Twitter tool. What it does, it allows you to manage a number of different Twitter accounts. And I'm going to put a link right to this page where you can buy it. It is an affiliate link, but what that means is that you are actually going to get a discount. So you will get it cheaper by clicking on that link below than you will if you went straight to the site yourself. So that's my little gift to you, plus this video. Anyway, the software comes in 3 basic versions. You have a 1-account pro version that's $67. If you just want to measure or to manage one Twitter account, then that's fine. That's probably what you would go for. Most of us, though, have multiple accounts because we're managing accounts for clients, or you might have multiple Twitter accounts for different businesses or endeavors that you have or that you own or that you plan to build. So it makes sense to go with an unlimited pro or the elite. The elite actually allows you to run not only unlimited accounts, but it lets you automate a lot of it. And that's going to save you a lot of time setting up. And, I personally, I think the extra, $50 is absolutely worth it because it saves you time, and that is very valuable. But the site itself is fabulous. The sales page, at least, really great. They go through in excruciating detail all the different things that you can do with this, how to set it up, basically in the gist of how one would use it. And then they have these little comparison between the different versions. And then you can click on one of these to buy whatever version you find suits your needs. So when you do click to buy, it will take you to a payment page, and you can pay with PayPal or a credit card. I'm not sure what other payment platforms they use, but anyway, that's that. And now what I'm going to show you is the actual download process. This is one of my sites, the Lifestyle Business Guy .com site, but anyway, I'm just going to launch from here with the link to the download that they gave me. And you can see it downloading. Of course, I've downloaded it before because I had to do it. So this is just for demonstration purposes. But okay, you'll get this little exe file. You want to click that. It will ask you, are you sure? Yes. Just run. And I'm sorry, I'm using 2 monitors. So sometimes these pop-ups appear on my bottom one because it's my primary. But anyway, then it will ask, will you allow this to make changes? Yes, it's okay. And then you get another pop-up. I'll drag that up here, select the language, and every option under the sun. I speak English primarily, so I'm going to select English. Okay, I click that instantly. Another one pops up, and this is just a plain vanilla setup wizard. So you just click next. It will ask you where you want to install the files. For me and for you is probably your program files. slash white hat box. If you don't want it there, you want to rename it, you can browse and go somewhere else, but that's fine. Next, it's asking where should it place the program shortcuts. Again, you can select, if you don't want it to create a start menu folder, then you click that and it will skip that step, but I kind of like having that there. So I'm going to allow that. Click next. Do you want a desktop icon? I do, kind of prefer that. And click next and then install. And so now you're probably thinking, what's the problem? That was really, really easy, totally simple. Well, hold on. So it's completing the wizard, asks you if you want to launch it. Yes, hit finish. And what I get is this. Your system need you run the program using administrator rights because the program is installed in a protected folder. Please right-click the program and select Run as Administrator, or you can try to install the software in another folder. Okay, good to know. Now, what it has done in the meantime, let me just change my view and see if I can drag this up. This will appear on your desktop, at least it does for me. What it's saying essentially is go here, right click it. Well, there we go. Right click, run as administrator. Okay. And when you do, you're going to have another, Microsoft, if you're using a PC, will ask you, hey, are you going to allow this? Yes, it's fine. And you'll then be taken to something like this. Okay, now, again, this is like 8 steps to set up the software, right? So now what do I do? Well, you just go over to bots and you hit, see bots, BOTS, hit open. And you have to look very closely, but TweetAttacksPro 2, there are no spaces, there should be because it looks like prawl, but TweetAttacksPro 2, they're using the Roman numerals, and TweetAttacksPro 3 are your 2 options. And I stared at this for like 2 minutes trying to figure out what is the difference. I didn't notice that extra Roman numeral there. Finally, I figured it out. I want to hit download. So you can either hit the download or go to the website, but so you want to go to TweetAttacksPro 3, click download, and you'll see it should start downloading. It gives you a little bar there. Okay, you wait for it, and look, you get a little bird, TweetAttacksPro 3 paid, and now run. Okay, so here's where you are now. Now it says, look, if you haven't bought it yet, you have to click here to buy. I don't know if you can click on this. I'm not going to try, but I guess, oh yeah, actually it is. It links. So you just put in your information here, throw in whatever. I don't think the name actually matters that you put in, but what does matter is your email, and that should be the one that you used when you signed up with, PayPal, and your serial number. So after you pay for your license, you should be taken to a thank you page that gave you all that information. If not, email them at support@whitehatbox.com. I didn't actually receive a serial number in my email. I didn't check my junk folder, but I didn't get one. I just copied all that stuff from the success, thanks for paying page. Now, obviously I'm going to pause this because I don't want to share that detail with you, but I'll be right back after I do and show you what happens when you enter that info. Okay, and when you do all of that, it will say, congratulations, good job, you did it, and instantly you'll be taken to the dashboard. Now, it prompts you, and it took me a couple seconds to figure out what was going on here. There are 2 methods to use the data of TAP2, which means TweetAttacksPro number 2. This is for people who had already purchased the software before the new license came out, and it explains how you can do the data transfer. Basically, you go up to, I just closed that out because I wasn't a customer prior to that. To do that, though, they're pretty good at explaining. I think you go to settings, help, and then just click the data transfer. But for most of you, if you're just buying it, this is the screen you want to go to and where you want to start out. And I'll do a little bit more in terms of tutorials as I get time, but I hope that helps you set it up. You'll need to add accounts or categories, and this is where my suggestion is, if you are an SEO, if you're an SEO agency, if you manage multiple accounts, you can add accounts by category. So if you have clients that are in Europe, some who are in Asia, and some who are in North America, you can set up categories for them based on their location. You can set up categories based on, I don't know, if you mainly do SEO for construction companies and for doctors and for lawyers, you can do it by their vocation, whatever. And then you just add those accounts in here. And so it's a one-stop dashboard for anybody who does this stuff for a living. Switching back and forth it's a royal pain. But the thing with TweetAttacksPro is that it allows you to interact with and gain followers and unfollow people, which Twitter makes it extraordinarily hard to do. I mean, let's say that you one day, maybe your client hands you a Twitter account and they're following, 5,000 people, and they've got 85 people following them back. There's no point in following 5,000 people. That's just clutter in your dashboard. So you want to unfollow them. But how do you do that in Twitter? It's extraordinarily difficult. And if you have dozens of clients, it's going to take all your time. Or if you hire a virtual assistant, that's just basically what they're going to do all month. So I think in light of that, it makes sense to get software such as this that allows you to add, to unfollow people, to search for people based on hashtags and so on and so forth. Really cool software, but that's another video for another time. Thanks so much for watching. Again, click the link down below and you'll get a discount. Check it out. This is awesome, amazing software. This is Dr. Dylan Potter for lifestylebusinessguy.com, signing off.